Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jordan Kurtz here with the MMA Plug on Mile High Sports in partnership here with PunchDrunkGamer.com. I'm here with Chris Camozzi. Chris, how you doing, my man?
Hey, I'm doing great. I appreciate it and excited to talk to you. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but it's always great to see someone who I consider to be one of the Colorado OGs and someone who's been like a big brother to me throughout all of the years through covering you in the sport to the days back with Performance MMA. Someone who we have a lot of history, so it's great to talk to you here today.
Yeah, you too.
Chris, you're going to be fighting in the main event back here in Denver that is going to be going down on April 17th against Esteban Rodriguez. It's a cruiserweight title fight. This is a chance to reclaim the throne back here at home. I'm sure it was great to go over and visit Italy a couple of times and experience all that the motherland had to offer, but getting a chance to fight for the title back here at home, that also has to feel pretty great too.
Yeah. I mean, I get so much support here, and I love fighting here. My mom, my family, they're all able to come, which means a lot to me. And just sleeping in my own bed at my house, have everything I need around, takes out a lot of the challenges from traveling.
So, along with that, someone who has such a fellowship within the local community, how much does that local support help you rally in your performances?
Oh, a ton. I mean, I've already sold a ton of tickets. I think I sold most of the floor seats. Just really cool. People go out of their way to come watch. So it's my job to entertain them that night. And no, I get so much support here, man. I love it.
Certainly, certainly. Now, from the outside looking in, the optics from the last fight with Alessio Sakara, that was kind of one of those situations where you were stuck between a rock and a hard place, being that he was the Italian favorite guy. It was more or less, from my position, you had to knock him out to be able to walk away with your hand getting raised there. Did you feel like you had the odds stacked against you, just being that you were in his home country going up against, up against those dynamics?
Well, to an extent, I always feel like that going to another country or at least somebody's hometown. But then, as the fight was going, there wasn't any part of me that thought he was going to win that fight. When it went to a decision, I thought it would be clear for me. Obviously, I was wrong. I'm not the judge, but it hurts. But here we are. I'm back. I got a new opponent, and I can't look past him.
So let's talk that now, real quick, here with your opponent. All of his wins in BKFC have been by knockout within the first couple of rounds. Is there anything special that you've done to prepare for him being kind of a gunslinger right out of the gate, or what's been the mindset and the approach?
I'd say the mindset is just sit him down, right? Best way to calm somebody down like that that's chaotic is hit him hard. His style, doesn't make for like a pretty boxing match, a technical looking match. It's a brawl. And it excites me. Like Josh Fremd and I and like other guys like sparring, sparring has been a lot of fun because we're just getting ready to if he wants to brawl, we'll brawl.
Certainly, certainly. Now, having guys like Josh Fremd and whatnot, and some of your other highly decorated training partners, what has that meant for you to be able to prepare for another title fight here, being one that's naturally going to be here in Denver? So you get that altitude, you're here at home, you have all those elements that you said you get to sleep in your own bed. What does that mean for you, adding that you have your great training partners?
Oh, it's awesome. The atmosphere, the vibe at the gym is crazy right now because we've got a ton of big fights coming up, throughout the gym. So everybody's pushing, and that makes it even more fun, right? Because if my training partner is outdoing me, I got to step it up, and so we're always like volleying, and it pushes you to be better and better and better. I'm sure you see it over at Factory X. Those guys, like when the atmosphere is high in the gym, it pushes everybody real hard, and it's exhausting, but it's fun.
You've obviously experienced it on each end. You have multiple other teammates who are going to be on this card. Do you like fighting when you have multiple teammates on the card, or do you like it when you're the star of the show when it's just you?
A little of both. I mean, I love being on cars with teammates. The tough part, I don't think we have that this time, is in the past, some of the Denver cards, we were all back to back to back, like 3 or 4 fights in a row. So I ended up warming up with my coach like very early, and then he was basically out cornering the rest of the night. So this one we won't have that issue, at least the way the card is laid out right now. I don't think I have a teammate fighting before me. Um, but it's cool, because we go to weigh-ins together, we go to the fight together. Everybody's on the same mission, fight night. Um, Usually, I get my own locker room, but I still have all the guys come in there, and we just use the bigger locker room because it's fun to be surrounded by people on the same mission.
Certainly, certainly. Well said there. Just a couple more here for you, folks. We're talking with Chris Camozzi, who will be fighting for the BKFC Cruiserweight title on April 17th here in Denver, Colorado. Chris, you are also an expecting father. How does that
Yeah.
does that change your mentality and approach, or someone who's been a vet for so long with so much experiences, is it just another day in the office?
No, I would say it's very motivating, right? It'll be my first kid. I got a daughter due in May, so the due date is very quick. The timing of this fight, I won't say perfect, but I mean, if I was going to fight it, it would have to be now. Otherwise, I'm going to have a bit of a break. Going through that newborn phase and stuff is not going to leave me a lot of time and sleep. So it's exciting. This is something that we can look back and show videos and pictures to my daughter when she's older. Having her mom that's pregnant and um, very excited. And like I said, it's motivating because now it's not just taking something from me, you're taking it from my family, which I'm not going to let that happen. So, um, big motivating factor, and can't wait.
Awesome. Awesome, man. I love to hear it, and looking forward to the future there for you and your family. I got to ask you this, Chris. This is a little bit more of a just an introspective question. What was your welcome to bare knuckle moment?
Welcome to Bare Knuckle. Um, I would say you're talking about like getting hit or something, or
It could be something to that effect. Maybe it was a realization moment. Maybe it was something where it was kind of like, oh wow, this is real. For some people, it's I was asking, what was your welcome to? It's most of the time it's MMA, but I guess for you in this case, it would be what was when you realize, man, bare knuckle is I'm in it. I'm in the saddle. Here
yeah.
we go.
I would actually say the welcome to Bare Knuckle moment would be first fight was against Bob McDaniels. I got a knockout. I think it was in 27 seconds or something, but it wasn't a big punch. But it was enough, right? It was precision over power or like loading up. And it was right at that point I realized, like, all right, no gloves or anything. You don't need to load up. You don't need to try to just crush everything where some guys want to just put everything into it. It doesn't take that much. So tighter, sharper, more precise is more important, I think, than just loading up and trying to hit something as hard as you can.
Very well said. And then one last question here for you, Chris. Is there a song lyric, maybe a quote, a scene from a movie, anything along those lines that tells the tale of Chris Camozzi for this camp in this fight?
Man, put on the spot. I don't know if I can think of that. um, I don't know. From a movie or song, I don't think so. Shock. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one. I know where to find it.
Is there a song that you're listening to every day on the way to the gym or, during your training sessions or something like that?
Not at the moment, man. I got a pretty crazy playlist that bounces all over from heavy metal to rap to whatever gets the vibe going. But I just keep telling myself all or nothing, right? Go for broke.
Perfect. That's your quote right there. That's telling your tale. Chris, is there anybody that you want to give a shout out to on the way out?
Oh, I appreciate you. Yeah, my team at Genesis, my fiance for putting up with this while she's pregnant. And yeah, just shout out to everybody in Denver, all my support, all my friends, family. Come out April 17th and watch me work.
Guys, as always, we love having one of the OGs of Colorado here on the show with us. One of the big brothers of the program, one of our earliest guests that we had once upon a time, way back in the day. Chris, where can people follow you again?
Mainly Instagram, right? At Chris Camozzi. I think it's still MMA. Should probably change that now. Yeah, other than that, you'll see me around town. I'm always around. if you're looking to buy, sell, or lease any buildings, let me know because I do commercial real estate full time, and I'm building that business up bigger and bigger, so that when I'm done fighting, I got something to lay back on.
Awesome. Always out there in the community, a great person to have in your corner or always rallying. Love to see when you come out to our shows and support us on the local side. We will be there in the building supporting you on April 17th. Guys, that is Chris Camozzi, who will be fighting for the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship Cruiserweight title that is going to be going down once again on April 17th here in Denver, Colorado. Stick around after the break. This is the MMA Plug presented to you by Mile High Sports, presented to you in partnership with PunchDrunkGamer.com.